So my question to you, how is it going to play out? If you go to their country, they can't give you dual citizenship. You got to go through a bunch of red tape and pay them to come back to their country. Pay them when they should be offering everything free for the simple fact that your ancestors was taken from them by force. But they're telling you to come back and pay them to become a citizen there. Now, if that ain't crazy, I don't know what is. I'm an analytical man, so I had to sit back and hear what the people who was there saying, listen to how the rules are played out, and find out really what's going on. Because everything they're saying is not accurate. A lot of these people have bias in that country that's raised up Western, just like Asians and other races look at people of color the same way. So why would they open their borders to you if they see you as criminals, disorderly people, and unscrupulous people? Why would they open their borders to let you come back? I'm sure they're not asking for America to give all their criminals to them. And then you have a group of people in every pocket of the motherland. These people are docile, meaning they're not productive. They have no education on how to do anything, including growing crops to make food, building houses, or anything. They are a very untrained race. It's not their fault, but their government is not helping them develop their country. The government is being paid by Western governments to keep them docile and to keep them undeveloped. So if you're not independent corporation going in and doing your own thing and not worrying about what the government say, you pretty much screwed. And the rules, most governments in the motherland are crooked and criminal, just like it is in America. So why would you go to a country that you know everything they doing, their whole policy is criminal? So when the government is overthrown, then who's going to take over then? And where are you at? You going to get booted out or you'll get deported? Something going to happen because you're not going to stay there if the people have raised up and fought and got rid of their crooked government. So there's a lot of flaws in what these people out here telling you to come back to the motherland. Now, yeah, they got some pretty houses they building up and they got the corporations and all that. But the corporations have always been more powerful than the governments that they went to. That's why they hire mercenaries to control that government and make sure everybody is peaceful in a certain quadrant. Not the whole country, but a certain particular area. You okay, you safe. But you go out of this, you in war, you in slavery, you in everything you can imagine. We got it over here, and we waiting for you if you come over here and mess with us. So these are the things you don't know about. And these are the things they're not going to tell you about. All right? They only show you the suburbs or the areas where the very, very rich are at, or the Europeans who came from America and settled over there. They got settlements in the motherland of people of color just like they got settlements of Caucasians over there. And it's the same shit. The people of color who live there are out. They're not allowed to be around. Ain't no different than Johannesburg or any country that was colonialized and made into a slave encampment for people over there. So, you have to really do your research and learn before you actually coming over there. And after all the research will take a good 10 years, you will find that things are no different than over in America, other than you just got people who look like you ruling over you with the same European mentality. So if you really want to get over to the motherland and set yourself aside, you have to connect with the chiefs and the people who are not a part of that Western European government and ask them to be able to be in their villages, to be able to help grow and help do the things you want to do. So I'm going to tell you something. They're not telling you a complete truth. They don't want you to come over there easy. They want to be in control of anybody who comes over there. And what they do is they give you a facade of how they doing this and they doing it all by themselves and they doing this and that. And you can only go through them and that's the best way to do it. And then they cut half and half First of all, Ghanaian money ain't never been up to United States money. So how the fuck they gonna charge you United States money level of currency to get anything done when the price of living is supposed to be dirt cheap over there? So that right there should give you a red flag. And that's in any country that bring you that bullshit. Here you go, you can go to Vietnam and use $20 a day to live in a very high-tech apartment with everything included with American money. But then you go to Ghanaian and you got dust on the floor type of shit when you walk outside of that highly expensive house that you're trying to buy with no stores, no health foods, no nothing in the area that you're trying to move in, and no electricity and nothing that could keep shit going. That right there tells you that they full of shit. And they're not really trying to help themselves, let alone help you. And they're not really into the trade like they claim they are. My best recommendation is you hook up with Akon and try to follow what he doing. Because he seems like the only real man of color that's over there doing anything right. All these other Negropeans, they ain't doing shit. They just got some kind of game going. You know, I've tried. I reached out to them and I listened to all that shit. And, you know, if you intelligent and you see through shit, and when they start talking real fast and you agree or disagree, and then you agree too fast, they right away don't know what to do because they have just gave their con to you and they see you ain't followed for that. You want to see results. Then all of a sudden, it's a weight game or it's a this game or it's a that game. So do your own research. Find out what's really going on your own. Get in touch with the Ghanaian government. Find out who's running shit. Find out who's in control of shit. And find out what they talking about over some tourist nigga over there trying to make some money off of your ass and have you coming around wasting time. Because they're trying to get you to come over there on a field trip. They trying to promote their tourism over tourists, to be a tourist, to just look at shit in a bus and see how people living. They're not trying to get you to move over there and be a neighbor. They're not getting you to go over there and make money. They want to take all that shit for themselves. So they're not trying to promote that. And when you find that out to be the truth, then you get to get. It's like going to a neighborhood that's dirt cheap. And if all the parties start moving over in there, then shit start raising up. Because everybody got everything that used to be cheap. Now they pumping up the prices. You know, you got to look into shit before you just follow shit. And this is what I've learned.